Hi guys, welcome back. Today I have an awesome video for you. It's kind of a semi-move me back series, but not really, kind of. So just stick with me. I have with me today NanaAshanti.
Hey!
I'm sure you guys are familiar.
Flesh, as usual.
Familiar with you because you're a YouTuber as well, right?
Yeah, and I own real estate on the Let's channel as well.
Yeah.
So.
Don't listen to her. Don't listen to anything she's got to say. Yes, so I have brought you on here and I haven't told you the reason why.
I just don't know why you summoned me here today, but I'm here.
Okay, so I kind of want to know about your experience in Ghana, but not only that, the reason I brought you on here today is because we want to talk today about love, because somebody just got married very recently, and so we want to know all the tea about it.
Okay.
I want to know from the beginning because I know you've dated in Ghana.
Yes.
Before you got to the stage where you're now married.
Yes.
So I kind of wanted to get all the tea from you. So I'm here for all of it. I want to hear all of it. So don't even try and hold back on me today.
Let's do it. Yeah. I'm here. Might as well.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So tell me, how long have you been in Ghana now?
So I moved to Ghana in August of 2018. I could have been out for like a total of like maybe like 8 months. So I'll just say 3.5 years. Just,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's nice. That's a good amount of time, right?
It is, isn't it?
Okay.
I've been here, so
Okay,
I'm
so
still
where
here.
were you before you moved?
So I lived in New York. So I was born and raised in Ghana for a bit, and I left when I was a teenager. I lived in New York for about 13 years.
Okay.
And then moved back to Ghana in 2016 for a couple of months. And then I went back to America, and then I came back and I never left. So
Right, okay. So what prompted you to come back, first of all?
actually, like, you know, as everybody knows in the world, America is a dumpster fire. It's just like, it wasn't the best place. It's almost like you've lived somewhere before and you know that life can be better. So I just like, you know, it just was never really the place for me. You know, as a teenager, when they move you to, your parents, you know, move you from wherever country you are in the African continent or wherever else to a Western country, you actually don't really have a choice. Like, you gotta go.
You're
have
going
to
and
go.
that's it. Pack your things. Yeah.
You have to go to school, you have to get a job, you have to try and make it in America, you know. But after a while, after I'd been here in 2016, I was here for like a couple of months, I just realized that I'm just gonna come home and figure it out. You know what I mean? So it wasn't really for any particular reason except the fact that I did not like America.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite shocking, you know, because a lot of people have the aspiration to move to America. Like, that's their goal. Like, I'm going to America. I'm going to America. And it wasn't like that.
They should go.
You think they should?
I think people should leave Ghana, leave Nigeria, leave wherever you are. Like, you, as a person, honestly, I actually don't even believe humans are supposed to have one career. So I actually can't also like agree that you should just stay one place your whole life.
Yeah.
If you have an opportunity or an inkling or something for you to leave the country because of whatever, just go. You'll be back though.
Right.
You will be back.
That's a nice perspective.
Yeah, especially when you're an adult. When you leave when you're a child, it's different.
Yeah.
You could assimilate like quite easily. But when you're an adult, you'll be back pretty soon. But go try it out. If it's money that you want to make or different experience or whatever, like just go, you know, go and do whatever you want to do and just make sure you come back.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I see. So tell me, so when you arrived in Ghana, was it your mission to find a husband, find love? What was your goal? Look at the face that you've even made just says it all, but come on, tell me. That face you look at, like, what are you talking about?
You know what? Of all the things I've wanted to do, man, like I feel like I wanted like a red Corvette, and like I would have sooner taken a red Corvette first before I got a husband.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like not a thing at all. Like it's just like not in my life plan.
So were you like anti-marriage?
Anti-marriage. Like I was like a member of the club. You know what I mean?
Really?
Because like it just like what for women? You'd be, you know, women, I feel like we lose a lot when we get married. And I feel like men gain a lot more, and this is probably going to cause an argument, but I feel like
this is your
men,
truth.
in Africa actually, men gain a lot more when they get married. Like they're respected, they're the doors are open for you because
Right.
you've been married. I mean, I have this really weird story recently. Certain things like you get like a living cook and like that kind of thing. Like you know,
Right, I get you.
you get someone to bear your children, and the women have to like literally be the ones to like raise kids and things like that. And for women, like it just seemed like a huge burden. So I just like not in my life plan to do that. I just want to do business and buy me a sports car.
Yeah. You just wanted
do
to
all
live
of
life
that.
for
Yeah.
yourself.
I wanted to do that, and I think that it's usually when you're not looking for something, the thing comes finding you. I think that's exactly like what happened in this instance, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I remember some time ago you did a video I watched, and you were talking about how you went on a date and you had this terrible experience. Tell me about some of the funniest experience, the weirdest experiences you've had dating here.
That's the last head.
Yeah.
I'm also in the YouTube space, so I did do because people would ask you how dating is. In fact, when I talk to people that I consult with who want to like move back to Ghana, like I do make it a point to ask them that, are you dating? Are you looking to get married? Would you like to find someone? So I can tell them all the things to like not do.
Yeah.
Because like dating over here is very different. It's like extremely different from like dating in New York, I would say, because that's the context that I have.
Yeah.
Like over here, like the weirdest thing that happened to me, which might happen to a lot of women that are from the diaspora coming back, is that you might meet people who are looking for like a ride. They're looking for like a free ride. Because like when you're coming to Ghana, you've plotted, okay, I'm gonna buy a house, or I'm going to stay here. This is what I'm gonna do. I have this amount of money that I've been saving for years. They don't know that, but you've been saving for years, and I'm gonna use that to set up a business or something. And because of the way like Ghana, we're just economically like challenged or whatever, people just might date you for some benefits, not like you have like a bunch of money to offer, but it could be that freaking 1,000 cities that you're throwing about every day, someone's salary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like definitely met someone like that who like was like trying to like shroud it in, oh, I'm gonna help you find land, and I'm gonna help you, find a place to be, and but obviously I'm from New York, I'm not stupid. I know like your game, and when you're like 10 years older than me and you're like still like in the same place, it's just like you're not the kind of guy for me. You know what I mean? I mean, there's so many the married guys that want to date girls too. You find a lot of those as well. Like,
were they approaching the married ones?
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Like it's a lot of the married ones as well.
But how can you blatantly see, like when you go out, that this person is married?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
to be very honest,
because of the ring? Or?
Yeah, a lot of married men in Ghana actually don't wear rings. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Okay.
But like I feel like you can feel if somebody like, not to say something, but when a man is like looks well taken care of, they look put together, they look like they look like they know what you're doing, or for me, I see there's a woman behind you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can see when you're married. When a man is not married, I feel like there's a different way that he moves. From when like a man gets married, and you could just tell. And some of them will blatantly tell you, like,
really,
they're just married. But for me,
so do they say they want you to be like their side chick?
They would never say side chick. They approach you like they're asking a girlfriend. Like they want you to be a girlfriend. Which to me, what is the benefit for me?
You buy your iPhone.
I already have though. Like what is the benefit for me? There isn't any benefit to me being a girlfriend to a married man. There just isn't any. I don't see it. I don't care how much money you have. Like it's just not enticing to me, honestly. So Ghana dating is like a jungle. You gotta navigate and hopefully you come out alive.
It sounds very scary.
It is.
So tell me, give me an example of an awkward date that you've been on.
I went on a date with this guy and they served him like.
You didn't even have to think.
Oh no, it's the worst date I've ever been in my life. They served him bad food at the restaurant, and we know how some of these Accra restaurants are. Like the place looks great, it's great on Instagram, and then you go there and the food is like terrible. So they served him food and the food was bad, and he got pissed off. When I say Tarzan, like I'm not even joking. Got pissed off, was cussing people out. Like I was so embarrassed. Like that is the first time in my life that I can say that I was like secondhand embarrassment.
Really?
I was so embarrassed. They had to call the owner and she was crying on the phone.
No.
Seriously, he's like, I'm gonna take you to Joy FM. I'm gonna tell everybody. And he's like somebody in the media. So he's like, I'm gonna take you on. And then and like I had to like and everybody in the restaurant was looking at me. Oh my God. Like it was terrible. And then I had to go out and tell him, like, you know what, like, it's not her fault that her kitchen staff cooked, like, bad food, you know, so I had to, like, do all
As
these.
in what, it was off? When you say bad food, it was off?
It was like, it was
didn't
rice
taste nice?
and it was, like, sticky. It was gone bad. It's almost like they cooked it in a batch and, like, they closed it. So when you open it, it's just, like, really bad.
Right.
It's not their fault, really. Like, kitchen mistakes can happen.
Yeah.
Went off. And, like, that was, like... Like I'm thinking about it and I'm like getting a blood rush. How embarrassing the embarrassment is
coming back again.
It was so embarrassing. So embarrassing, but again.
So how many dates had you gone on since you've been here? Were you habitually dating?
I think I went on a lot of dates, but I did not like I didn't have a boyfriend. I didn't like until like I met my husband. I did not, because I was very specific. Like in my life, like, okay, so there was a time where I was a business manager for my parents' school. I was a business lecturer at in a public university. My time was extremely limited. I was working 7 days. I was shooting YouTube content. I didn't have time. So I was very specific. Like I wanted somebody, if I was gonna date, you know, I wanted somebody that was this way. He was serious, he was a little older, he was this. And everybody that had met prior was not that. Like there were a lot of people that were trying to have a good time or whatever. Like you missed your opportunity. You should have done that when you were in college. If you didn't do that when you were 19, 20 years old, you're not about to do that when I'm in my 30s. Like, you know what I mean?
Wasting your time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna put that kind of energy out there, you know. So a lot of people that I met, you know, they were on that kind of vibe. A lot of them too, like, were living with their parents and stuff, which for me, like at the age I was, it was just like a deal breaker for me. And it's not their fault. Ghana is very expensive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ghana is extremely expensive. So you have people in their 30s who still live home because they can't afford to move out. For me personally, like, it just means you're not ready to date. For me, like, that's just not ready to date. So until I met him, I didn't have a boyfriend. But I had gone on a considerable amount of dates, I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, I had.
Wow, okay. So how did you meet your now husband?
Well, we met through content, if you believe it
really?
or not.
Minding your business, doing your work.
Exactly. You need to mind your business. Whatever business it is that you're in, you need to take it seriously. And I used to shoot a lot of travel content. I had this weekly vlog called Accra Girl. If you go on my channel, you can probably see that. And so his manager, like I think the boss of a company, had seen me do that on YouTube, and so he called me to come and do travel content for their company. And when I went, he was like the head of like the travel, you know, a travel company. Yeah, it's like a travel and tour company. So he was the head of it. So we talked, you know, and they were trying to get me to do stuff. And like I was asking, they were not trying to pay you because content don't pay in Ghana. They weren't trying to pay, you know, but after a while, we just like, I think maybe took 4 or 5 months. We were like talking a bit. And then in January, we started dating. You know, and like soon after we started living together, and we've been together going on like 3 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you're very naughty, you know, because when I met you, well, not when I met you, we did a video together some time ago, and you were like, oh yeah, this is my videographer, he's just going to take the video for us, and we're going to film this thing, this food thing,
He's
and she didn't
like,
tell me, oh, this is my boyfriend, but you know,
Dana, if you're not putting a ring on it, you're not getting claimed.
She didn't say anything to me at all.
You're not getting
She
claimed.
was just like going about her business. She's like, yeah, he's just gonna do the video for us.
Right. Everybody, like literally some of my friends, when like they saw like my wedding photo, they're like, who did you marry?
Right.
I'm like, what do you mean, who do I marry.
Right.
Because they've seen him around me all the time, and they thought he was like my videographer or somebody that was directing the videographer. Or, like, no.
Wow.
But I just think it goes to say that whatever, like, it's important to you, you keep it close until like a time when it's solid enough for you to,
Right. You just don't want to put it out there and it's just all flaky and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I mean, prior to meeting him in 2019, I'd broken up with someone in 2016. I didn't date the whole time until 2019. And so I learned some lessons about, like, just like telling people about your stuff and like putting it out there and introducing certain people to parents when you don't even know what their state of mind is.
Yeah.
So I kind of learned, that that's why he's been like around for the past how many years, and people have no idea that he was the one that I was
But he's
seeing.
Ghanaian, right?
Oh yeah, he's full Ghanaian. He's from Ashanti region.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's Ghanaian. He's lived here his whole life. He has like no desire to go anywhere. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you made it work.
I did. I mean, it was difficult because the fact that I'm Ghanaian too, but I feel like my Ghanaianness is a little bit different than his because there's so many different Ghanaians if you think about it.
Yeah.
But my Ghanaianness was like a mix of, living in America, doing this. Yeah. So just, saying things I just didn't know. I just didn't, even during my recent like marriage like ceremony, so many things went wrong because on my side, my siblings, my mom and I, we did not know there's certain traditions and rituals and things that we're supposed to do.
Okay.
Because we lived in America this whole time. We don't know these things. And so there are certain things that kind of like fell by the wayside because, so like there's a cultural like difference. It's a clash and sometimes it's brutal, when the families kind of get involved in it.
Yeah, that's pretty scary actually, honestly speaking.
It is, and you're gonna have to like open yourself up to be teachable, to know that okay, I'm not in wherever it is that I am or was. I'm in a different country, even though you lay claim to that country. It's still very different from what you know. So it's been quite the journey.
So tell me about the process of getting married. What was that like? Because I feel like a lot of us know that there's a traditional ceremony, and then you can do the actual white wedding type thing as well.
I know.
So tell me how was it putting it together? How did the whole thing work? Like bringing the two families together for you to prepare for this. What was it like?
I mean, there are lots of our culture, like I'm sorry to say, so unnecessary. Like it's just so unnecessary. I don't even know where to start from. So I actually said I wasn't gonna share anything about the wedding on like my social media and stuff. But then some of our YouTube friends are like, you have to put it out because
of course,
like
we don't know.
Right. Because from your side, I'm sharing everything I'm learning about Ghana, and I got married in Ghana. Then I have to tell people,
of course,
what it is. So initially, the plan was for us to do what they call the traditional marriage, called the customary marriage in Ghana, which is recognized by law. So the man's family will pay a dowry to the woman's family. It includes like a list of things to buy, like shoes, wax print, and whatever your trade. Let's just say you're a YouTuber, they probably buy you a new camera or something like that. Like he has to like support like your trade and everything. And then they're going to bring it to the house. The two families are going to meet. And then they're going to ask me if I accept these things. Like, should the family accept it on my behalf, pretty much. So that was what we're going to do initially. And then we found out that in order for that to be like legally recognized, you got to go to the courts to sign, which is a whole different ceremony on its own. And they call that marriage of ordinance, or marriage under ordinance. So you had to go to the civil union and sign a paper that can only be dissolved in court. And then after, they're gonna ask you, are you gonna go do the traditional marriage? Because apparently you can do one without the other, but like they prefer that you do both.
Right.
So literally on the same day, we went and we did the traditional marriage. So at that point, it's sealed. Now, if you're a non-Ghanaian man marrying a Ghanaian woman, you have to do all of those. Else her family's never gonna accept you as her husband. Like they don't care if you went to court and signed a paper and paid $40 or 200 cedis or whatever.
Really?
They're not, to them, their daughter is not married until you've come to pay the dowry. So that was one of the things I had to, I'm like, is it necessary that we do all all of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to do it. And apparently it can't be anywhere apart from the woman's father's house.
Oh, it has to be there.
It has to be there in his living room, actually.
Huh?
It can't even be outside.
What?
No. It can't
Really?
be. No. So my house is bigger. So I was like, okay, if we're going to host like 50 or 60 people, how about we just bring them to our house that we got together? And you're like, oh, what an abomination.
Really?
What a taboo.
Disgust.
Oh, how dare you? Like, it was terrible. Like, my father had a fit. Like, he was so mad. Like, how dare me? Like,
oh, it's serious then.
it's serious business. Like, they don't joke about
Oh
that.
my God, this is just too much stress for me already. I've got
Sometimes
headache
you really
already.
have any of those?
Hey, no. I'm like, what is that?
That I had to. Like, it was the only way that they would. There was a time when we were dating, I would like go and meet him with my, like, he's like, he's always around me, like he was like my friend or something.
Yeah.
My dad would not even say hi to him. Like,
Oh, really?
my dad would not even acknowledge his existence. So like, he was around me until he had come home officially with his family's come and ask for my hand in marriage. He would not acknowledge him.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So we did that, and then, you know, it was simple, and we decided to have quote unquote a white wedding after, like the day after, and but then we decided to do it sort of like in a traditional way as well.
Okay.
So like, if you probably look at my channel, you'd see that, you know, we walk like kente, and we just make the place very African and very Afrocentric, and it was nice. But that was the only thing we got to do for ourselves, like the way that we wanted.
Right.
Everything else was for the family. Like, you know, it's
Really?
more about a joining of like families than it is a joining of like two people.
Right.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. Whoa, that's a lot.
Oh, it's a lot.
That sounds like extremely stressful as well.
Oh yeah.
So how many days did this process go on for?
For more like 3 days.
Really?
Yeah, it went on for like 3 days. I know. I mean, we could have stopped at the traditional marriage, but it's not any easier, is what I want you to understand. It isn't any easier. Like, we had to like be running around looking for specific whiskey, looking for specific schnapps. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like brand, specific like things that they use. Like, you couldn't just go buy Hennessy and bring it inside. No, you can't do that.
Really?
It has to be specifically like this brand called J.H. Hankins schnapps. That's from Netherlands or somewhere. That's like the traditionally accepted bottle for like a dowry. So it's just like a lot of like running around and doing things. So yeah, I mean,
So do you feel like you spent a lot on the wedding? Did a lot go into it financially?
yeah, a lot did go into it, but
Yes.
I was required to pay zero for it. Because like by like tradition, my uncles actually called me and told me that I should not pay for anything that goes into the wedding, because it's part of like the tradition. The man has to be the one to physically like dole out the cash to go buy the things. But of course I bought my stuff, like my clothes and things like that. I did it, but actually going into the wedding, it was like the man. You know, somehow in the West thing, they're like the woman's family pays for the wedding.
Yeah.
Over here in Ghana, it's the groom that pays for it.
Wow. So what happens if you're marrying a man that's not wealthy?
That's why a lot of people like have been complaining,
Yeah,
and
because
rightfully
you can't
so.
afford it. Yeah,
rightfully so. A lot
what
of
do
the
you
men
do? You
have
just
been
don't get
complaining.
married
You probably
then?
just don't get married.
What?
It would have been easier if you just go to the court and sign, and your family would actually acknowledge that we have a certificate and a love or a partnership. But they're not going to accept you until you do all of these. You know, and so it's there's some criticism for like the way ceremonies, even funerals are done in Ghana. Like,
I know, it's a lot,
so
right? It's like
unnecessary.
a whole thing.
So unnecessary.
Yeah.
That's why I say some of our traditions are so useless. I'm sorry, I know. They're so useless, because like my mom was insisting that he has to buy me head scarves. Because head scarves like duku.
Why?
Look at my hair, like
But you switched it up on the day though. I saw some of the pictures. I couldn't make the wedding, but I saw some of the pictures.
Yeah,
and I was
girl,
like, 1 minute you were like this, another minute you were like this, another minute I was like, yeah,
I know.
my
A lot
gosh.
of it is like a lot. Like, I enjoyed the third ceremony in the sequence because it was all in my brain, my ideas and things that I wanted to do. and it was just like a small number of people, like 50 or 60 people.
Yeah.
And it was easier. So imagine if I went to 50, 60 small weddings, considered a small wedding in Ghana. Imagine if you were like doing a wedding for 200 people in Ghana. You would absolutely lose your edges. Like you would not
lose your edges.
You would absolutely lose your mind.
Yeah,
because
we a lot.
our traditions are intense. Intense. Like I remember during the engagement, I was like, oh, they're like, oh, like your uncles are asking for it, because there's a portion of the engagement where his family will be like, okay, we've brought all these things, we've paid all this money, because he had to pay money too.
Yeah.
We've paid all this money. Where's the bride? Bring her out so we can see her. Like they kind of demand it.
Yeah.
And so I was like getting ready to get out of the room, and then like my cousins were like, no, you can't come out of the room like that. I need to go and ask them to pay more money, because if they don't pay more money, you're not coming out.
Hey.
So she went out and she told them like, okay, the bride is ready to come, but she said if you don't pay her, no, they said you have to buy her an airline ticket because she's from America. Yeah. She said you have to buy her an airline ticket because she's coming from America. So before she gets, you have to buy a ticket so she can arrive early.
What?
And they had to put, it's just mostly like symbolic.
Yeah.
So they put a little more money on the table before like I was able to come out. If you're a young man just trying to build your life, like how the hell are you gonna afford this?
You ain't getting married.
It's too much pressure. A lot of it's really unnecessary. I'd say that. Yeah.
Okay, so now you have your love.
Yes.
And you're married. This is
I
it.
am married now. They haven't added me to the group chat yet because I've only been
The
here for a couple
chat?
of weeks.
What group chat?
The married people's group chat.
There's a married people's group chat.
I don't know. Everybody's like, oh, it's like, oh, how does it feel? I'm like, I feel very normal. Nothing has changed, but I guess maybe something. I don't know.
Well, I'm really privileged that you managed to leave the house. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
And make it here today.
We got married on Saturday. On Monday, we went back to work. Everybody's like, where's the honeymoon? I said, in the house or at work. You gotta make the money back somehow.
Yeah, you spend a lot, right?
You can't be sitting in the house. No. So it's been normal.
Right.
You know, yeah.
Okay, so I know like your plan wasn't necessarily to get married.
Right.
But do you feel like everything else now is gonna be traditional for you? Are you like
No, not at all. Not at all. No.
No? What is in your plans now?
Right. So I mean, from like I think right from the get-go, you should really like tell whoever it is that you want to be with what your aspirations and your passions and things. And if the person happens to fall into it, then great.
Yeah.
If the person doesn't fall into it, I don't think you should bend yourself into a shape in order to do that because of whatever reason. But I was, I'm still doing what I used to do: business management, business consulting. I'm opening a grocery store soon.
Yes.
Yeah, I have like a new idea for a flagship. I want to like open a lot more of it because Ghana, we don't really own anything here. It's owned by all these international companies. So I want to do something that would like be for Ghanaians, and Ghanaian products and stuff can be in there. So I'm still on it. Actually passed by there this morning before coming, so I'm still on it. Same things that I used to do.
Yeah. I was following that journey too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing them until another time when I have to switch careers or something.
Yeah.
But nothing really, is like changed on my side yet. Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. I mean, I love it. I love it.
This Ghana journey is weird, isn't it?
It is. It can take you some places that you didn't expect.
It takes you places like literal places, like corners of the country that you not even know exist, and then it can like take you into yourself as well. But I feel like when you find a place that's home and it's settling for you, everything else that you're supposed to do kind of like just comes out. I don't know if it makes sense.
No,
but,
it does. It does.
When you're settled as a human being in yourself, it's just like easier for whatever else that the universe is kind of conspiring to bring whatever it is that you need for yourself. So I think that's where I am right now.
Nice. I love it.
Right.
This is 21st century, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
We're in it.
So you're going home to cook, do some banku fufu. What are you making today?
I feel like Della will sooner cook the food than I would. And we all know Della's cooking skills. They're very magical.
Up there. She knows it.
So now I feel like, whatever, there's a microwave in the house, so somebody will eat.
Somehow.
Some way, somehow, someone will eat, it's just not part of my goings and my day to day.
Yeah.
If I do, like last night he cooked and I ate, and he's been doing that for the past 2 years.
Oh,
and
that's
sometimes I
nice.
cook and he like it's not. I think it's like the bare minimum things. The way the world is, like you need to like aspire to things like than using your wife as a home appliance, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
We're
should-
washing up the dishes.
yeah,
we're
like
cooking,
get a
we're cleaning,
dishwasher, get a
yeah.
washing machine, get a housekeeper, just to
The
aspire
world
to
is
more.
different.
Come
It's a
on,
different world.
like we can't be over here trying to compete whilst we have women relegated to the kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear now, baby, you can't eat that much. Honestly, like. I see like there's a lot of conversations in Ghana about women cooking and you gotta cook, you gotta cook, you gotta cook. Like, just go eat somewhere.
Yeah. Make it easy on yourself. Why?
Exactly. Like just like I feel like just like enjoy your life wherever phase you are in.
Yeah.
Instead of like trying to bend like traditionally and do things that are not even beneficial. It's just the two of us in the house. Like how much can you possibly eat?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
absolutely. I know. I agree with what you're saying.
we're hanging.
Yeah. But thank you so much for taking some time out for me today, because I know you have important things to go and do, honeymoon period and all that, you know what I'm saying? So I won't keep you much longer.
No problem.
But thank you so much for today.
Thank you for summoning me.
Yes. And guys, if you haven't already subscribed to Nana's channel, I'd really love it if you went over there and subscribed. Honestly, me and Nana have been back and forth quite a lot. I really
For years now,
I
actually.
know. We don't even meet up that much, but we just definitely have the banter, right? We have the banter
still
going
do
all the
it.
time.
Yeah.
So do go ahead, subscribe to her channel, follow her journey. She's going to share lots more, I think, about your wedding, your shop that you're opening and all that good stuff. So definitely head over there and check out what she's got going on over there. And also, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, you should have by now, really. Okay, I would love it if you would absolutely subscribe to this channel. And also, if you have an amazing story to tell, I would love to hear it. Please send me an email to naturalghanagirl@gmail.com and we can talk from there. Okay, but don't forget, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Don't forget also like, comment and share this video. Until next time, I am out. Luti Papa.